In the modern world, a laptop that suits your needs is extremely important. However, whether you are in need of a productivity machine or prefer to game on the go, finding the best laptops for your needs can be tricky. There are tons of things to consider when buying a new laptop, or computer of any kind really. For starters, you will want to think about how high performance of a laptop you need. If you are mostly managing emails, using Microsoft Word, and perhaps editing the occasional spreadsheet, you can probably get by with a lower performing laptop. Though keep in mind that lots of browser tabs can clog up your computer really quickly. So the amount of RAM also impacts performance, especially if you multitask a lot. In this video, we will be talking about the best 6 laptops you can buy in 2022 for your daily use. But before that, if you are a gadget lover and want to stay up to date, don't forget to subscribe. If you simply want a high-quality laptop that can get the job done for 99% of people, the MacBook Air is the way to go. Apple breathed new life into the MacBook Air with the new M1 chip, and while we are expecting a redesign for the device at some point soon, if you need a laptop now, you simply can't go wrong with the MacBook Air. The M1 chip radically changes how the MacBook Air performs. Not only is the laptop able to handle more than ever before, but it also gets an incredibly long battery life. In fact, the vast majority of users will be able to get away without charging their MacBook Air throughout an entire day, or maybe even 2. Under the hood, apart from the M1 chip, the MacBook Air offers either 8GB or 16GB of RAM, and between 256GB and 2TB of storage. That should be more than enough for the vast majority of users. The MacBook Air is a great machine, but it is not perfect. Notably, the laptop only has 2 USB 4 ports, which may not be enough for many users. And while it is not overly expensive, it is still not cheap, despite being Apple's cheapest laptop. The laptop starts at $999.99, though it often gets discounts from different retailers. The Dell XPS 13 has long been one of the best laptops out there, and the 2021 model is no exception to that rule. The laptop boasts excellent performance, a thin and lightweight design, and a stunning display, especially if you shell out for more expensive models. The base model of the laptop offers an Intel Core i3 processor, coupled with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. It also has an FHD Plus touch display. The laptop can, however, be upgraded to offer an Intel Core i7 processor with up to 32GB of RAM, 2TB of storage, and a 3.5K OLED display. Though different combinations of specs may be available or not available at any given moment. The laptop is nice and thin, but that doesn't mean it has a subpar keyboard or trackpad. The keyboard offers more than enough travel for most situations, while the trackpad is large and accurate. So what are the downsides? Well, the main one is that it is expensive, especially if you upgrade the specs on offer. Also, the port selection is only fine, with 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, a micro SD card slot, and a headphone jack. If you are a gamer, it can be a struggle to find a great laptop. There are gaming laptops with desktop-like performance, but they tend to be overly chunky and expensive. The RAZER Blade 15 offers a great compromise between portability and performance. Note there are 2 RAZER Blade 15 models, the RAZER Blade 15 Base and RAZER Blade 15 Advanced. They both come in a range of configurations. The base model of the RAZER Blade 15 comes with an Intel Core i7, 11800H processor, with 16GB of RAM, 512GB of storage, and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 graphics card. The advanced model can offer even more advanced specs. On the base model, you will get 3 USB-A 3.2 Gen 2 ports, 1 Thunderbolt 3 port, 1 USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 port, 1 HDMI 2.1 port, and 1 Ethernet port. That should be more than enough ports for most users. So what are the issues with this laptop? Well, it is not cheap even when you buy the base model. That said, considering its excellent performance, it will be worth the cash for those that can afford it. Not everyone has the cash to spend on the RAZER Blade 15. Thankfully, if you want a great gaming laptop, you don't have to spend a ton to get quality. The Dell G15 gaming laptop offers excellent performance and plenty of features for the money. The base model of the Dell G15 comes with an Intel Core i5 11400H processor, coupled with 8GB of RAM, 256GB of solid-state storage, and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 graphics card. It can, however, be upgraded to offer up to an Intel Core i7 11800H with 16GB of RAM, 512GB of storage, and an NVIDIA RTX 3060 graphics card. Of course, you will pay to upgrade the machine. The laptop has other things going for it too. It may be a little chunky, but you will get a decent port selection around the edges and on the back. It has also got a nice, sleek black look. So what are the downsides to the Dell G15 gaming laptop? Well, as mentioned, it is not the lightest machine. Also, while it is cheaper than the likes of the RAZER Blade 15, it is still not the cheapest laptop out there. That said, if you are a gamer, you will need the performance on offer by the G15. Looking for a decent, portable laptop for college that doesn't cost as much as the MacBook Air or Dell XPS 13? The HP Envy X360 13T is a great option. The laptop isn't cheap, but it is also not overly expensive and offers almost everything an average college student would need. The base model of the HP Envy X360 13T comes with an Intel Core i5 processor coupled with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. That should be more than enough for the vast majority of users, including those who need to access web apps, edit documents, and so on. The laptop can be upgraded to offer up to an Intel Core i7 processor, 16GB of RAM, and 1TB of storage. It will cost you, but for some, that upgrade may be worth it. The device isn't very expensive either. The base model came at $699.99, which isn't bad at all. But what about downsides? Well, the Envy X360 13T's display isn't the best out there, though it is also not bad. And you can't upgrade the memory, so make sure to get as much RAM as you will need when you buy. Still, if you can look past those things, the HP Envy X360 13T is a great option. If you want a solid laptop that comes at the lowest price possible, then the ACER Aspire 5 is probably the laptop to go for. There are models as low as $350, and you will still get a decent, high-quality device. The base model of the laptop, the ACER Aspire 5, comes with an Intel Core i3 processor, coupled with 4GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. There are tons of configurations and options for the laptop, and if you can afford it, we definitely recommend upgrading the processor and RAM. Around the edges of the laptop, there should be enough ports for most users. You will get a HDMI port, a USB 2.0 port, two USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type-A ports, and a USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type-C port. More USB-C ports might have been nice, though most will still be perfectly happy with what's on offer here. As you might expect from a lower-cost laptop, there are some compromises here. Notably, the laptop is still lower performing, and as a result, it is not for those that need extra oomph. That said, it should still easily handle things like web browsing, word processing, and basic tasks like that. Also, the laptop comes with Windows 10 in S mode. It is a bit scaled back, but you can upgrade it. So guys, if you are looking for a new laptop, we hope these recommendations have inspired your next purchase. Links to all products can be found in the description. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, and thank you so much for watching.